Welcome to the deep dive. We're going a bit beyond the usual charts and market talk today. We're doing a deep dive into something more human, maybe. It's about the loneliness of the long-term HODLer.
Yeah.
Now, if you're around crypto, you know HODL. Started as that famous typo, right?
Yeah.
But it became this whole thing, a meme, a mantra almost. It's all about conviction, looking past the daily noise. But what's really going on behind that? What does it feel like when you're the only one seeing it?
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? HODL sounds so strong, so determined. But underneath, well, there's often this really tough emotional side. We talk about holding strong financially, but the mental side of it, that conviction, it can get pretty lonely. Our sources really highlight that.
Okay, yeah, let's get into that.
Uh,
Imagine, well, you probably don't have to imagine if you've been around, a really deep bear market. Prices are just tanking, down 70, 80, gosh, even 90% sometimes. And that's where it gets messy.
Not just the money. Exactly. It's not just about your balance. It creates this intense social isolation. Hits you on different levels, like your friends, the ones who were suddenly crypto geniuses when things were booming.
Oh, yeah. Vanished?
Totally silent, moved on,
Yeah.
like it never happened. And family, oh boy. They might not know specifics, but they see the news, they see the red, and you get those looks, right? Pity. Or sometimes like actual judgment, thinking you're being, well, foolish, sticking with it.
It really cuts off that validation we kind of all need, doesn't it?
It really does. It strips it away.
And then there's the contrast, right? You're holding on to this vision, this decentralized, permissionless future idea. Meanwhile, everyone around you, at work, at family gatherings, they're talking about their 401ks, maybe real estate, the latest stocks, normal stuff. And your belief feels like this weird secret you're guarding. A whole separate reality.
That's a great way to put it. A separate reality. And how do you keep believing when everything outside is yelling the opposite? You're just bombarded constantly. News stories, headlines, crypto's a scam, it's a bubble, it's a Ponzi. All that noise, it just hammers away at you, making that feeling of isolation worse. Makes your belief feel, I don't know, almost defiant and definitely solitary. It's a real head game.
So, okay, you open the app, the wallet, you see the number, that gut punch feeling, it's real, but you don't sell. Hang on, you remember why you got into this? The white paper maybe, the core ideas, decentralization, real ownership, that initial spark.
That moment of remembering, yeah.
Powerful, almost like reaffirming your vows or something. But here's the thing. There's nobody right there with you, nobody to turn to and say, wow, this is rough, huh? No high fives when you resist the panic button, no shared, okay, deep breaths, we got this.
Yeah, that lack of immediate validation is tough. And what's also tricky is the loneliness isn't just from the outside world. Sometimes it comes from inside the community, during those really rough patches.
Oh, for sure. Like those Telegram groups or Twitter feeds.
Exactly. Places that felt supportive suddenly fill up with total doomsday talk, panic, infighting sometimes, just negativity everywhere. And that whole wag me eye thing, we're all going to make it, it can start to feel, well, pretty hollow when everyone's freaking out.
Right, when the we feels like it's falling apart.
It's a strange twist. You look for community because you feel isolated, but sometimes you find just more anxiety, a shared fear that actually pushes people apart in a different way.
So when you boil it all down, being a long-term HODler, it's this incredible test, isn't it? Extreme patience, extreme conviction. You're standing your ground while in almost everything, sometimes even your own online groups, seem to be saying, you're wrong, give up. It really is this quiet, very personal path, full of doubt, absolutely. But also, for the people who stick it out, maybe a really deep sense of purpose, too.
And what's fascinating here? What's kind of the core paradox? If you're out there, if you're listening and thinking, yeah, that's me, I feel that loneliness, well, guess what? You're actually genuinely not alone in feeling alone. It's, ironically, a very shared experience among those with deep conviction.
That's a powerful thought.
Yeah.
That quiet conviction you hold, that belief you nurture when nobody else gets it, that personal strength repeated across many people, that's actually the bedrock. That's what makes this whole thing, this movement, even possible.
Exactly. Your solitude, in a way, it's actually proof of your strength, proof of your foresight, maybe. It's that individual willingness to stand apart that lets something new, something transformative, quietly build its foundation. So maybe think about that next time you feel that isolation creeping in. What if that very feeling, that strength to be alone with your conviction, is precisely what gives the whole collective its power?